Om 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 Sahanavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Vasudevasutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanidhaye Vasisthaya Namo Namaha Sada Shiva Samarambham Sankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Hari Om. Welcome to this third day and 66th day of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, third day of chapter 14. So we are in verse 19. It's talking about the three gunas. Nanyam gunebhyak kartaram yada drashtanupashyati gunebhyascha param vetti madbhavam sodhi gacchati. Nanyam, not other than karya karana vishaya akara parinatebhyaha. Anyaha means karya karana. One is the cause and the other is the effect. Gunebhyaha, the gunas, there is a cause and there is an effect within themselves. Kartaram, they are only the doers. Gunas are the doers. Anyam, yada drashta vidwan san na anupashyati. A person who is a drashta, who is a seer of the truth, does not see anything else other than the three gunas. Guna eva sarvavasthaha sarva karmanam kartara iti evam pashyati. The drashta or the seer sees only the gunas as the karta. Gunebhyaha cha param gunavyapara sakshi bhutam veti. Gunebhyaha param. Gunebhyaha means other than gunas. Gunavyapara sakshi bhutam veti. The other than the gunas, the guna vyapara means a transaction between the gunas. As sattva guna relates to rajoguna, rajoguna relates to tamoguna, tamoguna relates to rajoguna, and rajoguna relates to sattva guna relates to tamoguna, and tamoguna relates to sattva guna. So in between, permutation and combination and relationships, and their percentage also. Not only the gunas completely, there are a 1,000,000 percentage difference between the interactions of gunas. Gunebhyaha cha param guna vyapara sakshi bhutam veti. Such a person who knows this, what happens to him? Madbhavam sa drashta adigacchati. That seer who knows that the gunas are that which are doing everything in this world. Whatever we experience of people's behaviors, whatever we experience in our circumstances around us, whatever objects we experience around us, our likes and dislikes, everything is a result of the transaction of gunas only. So, katham avatarika, katham adigacchati iti uchyate. Katham adigacchati, how do they transcend these gunas and how do they attain that param, that is more supreme than the gunas? The witness of the three gunas, the seer of the three gunas, which is consciousness, awareness. How do they reach? Guna netanatityatrina dehi deha samudbhavan janma mrityu jara dukkhaihi vimuktomritam Gunan etan atitya. Etan gunan. These three gunas, sattva guna, rajoguna and tamoguna, Atitya means transcending the three gunas. Etan, yathoktan. Yathoktan means, as said before, Jivaneva atikramya, while living, not after leaving the body. The work and the whole sadhana, the effort and the understanding, everything happens to that person while living. Jivaneva atikramya, Maya upadhi bhutan. Maya upadhi means the limitation of Maya, the limitation of the power of Brahman, which is the three gunas. When they transcend that, Treen, Dehi, Deha Samudbhavan, the Dehi, that is in this body, the Dehi, the gunas are born out of this physical body that we have. Deha Samudbhavan, Deha Utpatti Bija Bhutan, Janma Mrityu Jara Dukkhaihi. So this person who has been created by this bija, by the seed, which is the cause for this body, Dehi, that individual dweller inside, Deha Utpatti Bija Bhutana, he is created by that Deha Utpatti, Bija, the seed that created the body. Such a person, they transcend. What do they transcend? Janma, they don't get another birth. Mrityu, they don't have another death. He dies only once. With this lifetime, this body is over. Mrityu, Jara, there is no more old age for that person. Dukkhaihi, there is no sorrow to face. Once you're born, you have to face all these things. You have to face Janma, that's how we can be born. Then Mrityu, once we are born, we have to die. Then Jara, once we are born, we have to attain old age. And then Dukkhaihi, once we are born, we have to experience sorrow. Janma cha, Mrityu cha, Jara cha, Dukkhani, Chataihi, Jivaneva Vimuktaha. The person is freed from all these qualities also. He is freed from birth, he is freed from death, he is freed from old age, and he is freed from Jara, Dukkha. He is free from sorrow. Which means everything will be there, but they don't affect him, they don't touch him. Janmacha, son, Vidwan, Amritam Ashnute. Such a Vidwan, such a one who knows the truth of who I am, he reaches that immortal state of being, which is called Amrita, no death. Evam, Madbhavam Adhiga. That is, what is that no death state? Madbhavam, my state of being, says Ishvara, says Bhagavan. Evam Madbhavam Adhigacchati ityarthaha. So that person who transcends the gunas is not affected by Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Dukkha. And because he is not affected by all this, there is no interaction, there is no transaction happening with Janma, Mrityu, Jara and Dukkha. And what happens to him? He reaches when the body is dropped, and then there is nothing else more to do in this world, and he does not have any desires or wants or needs to come back, then he attains that supreme state of being, which is that state of Ishvara, that state of Brahman, from where there is no return. There is no need to return. He goes to the best place, and he doesn't have to come back. Once you go to the best place, if you have to come back to the worst place again, then there is a problem. If you go there and you settle down completely and nobody can push you out and nothing can happen to you, you are finally settled, then that is the best thing to happen. Jivaneva gunan atitya amritam ashnute. Even while living, he transcends the gunas and he achieves that supreme state of being called Amrita. Amrita means no death. Iti prashna bijam pratilabhya. So understanding this, the question that is possible from here, Arjuna is asking. Arjuna uvacha kairlingaistrin gunanetan atito bhavati prabho kimacharah katham chaitan trin gunanati vartate. Arjuna says, Arjuna uvacha kaihi lingaihi. By what indications? Trin gunan atitaha, the one who has crossed all the three gunas. How do I know that it is not about somebody, it is about myself. I want to question and ask this for myself so that I will be able to cross the three gunas. The ultimate goal is moksha or liberation or point of no return, no coming back again to suffer with birth, death, sorrow, and old age. So that's the idea. How do I know that I have transcended the three gunas? Bhavati Prabho. Who has done it? You show me. Siddhasya lakshanani sadhakasya sadhanani. Once you show the Siddha Purusha who has attained all this, then for me the sadhaka, it becomes my sadhana, the means to attain that goal. Kim acharaha. What is his conduct? What is his code of conduct? Katham cha etan Trin gunan ativartate. How does he cross these three gunas? What are the three gunas? Sattva guna, Rajo guna, and Tamo guna. Kim acharaha katham cha etan trin gunan ativartate. Kaihi lingaihi chinhaihi. Chinha means an indication. Trin etan vyakhyatan gunan atitaha. Atikrantaha bhavati prabho. O Lord, O Master, by what means does he transcend these three gunas? Kim acharaha? Kaha asya achara iti. Kim acharaha? What is his code of conduct? Katham kenacha prakarena etan trin gunan ativartate. By what means does he transcend these three gunas? Avatarika means it's an introduction to the next verse. Gunatitasya lakshanam gunatitatva upayam cha arjunena prishtaha asmin shloke prashnat dvayartham prativachanam Shri Bhagavan aha. So gunatitasya lakshanam, the indications of a gunatita and the means to become a gunatita. These are the two things that are asked by Arjuna, and Bhagavan Shri Krishna is replying, Yat tavat kaihi lingaihi yuktaha gunatitaha bhavati iti tat shrunu. So what are the indications of a gunatita? Listen to that. It is not to make a checklist of who is a gunatita in this world. Is this person a gunatita? No. Sattva guna is a little bit lacking. Out of 0 to 10, maybe we cannot give, we can give only 5 points. Sattva guna. Rajas and tamas are very active, but sattva guna is not so much. It is not to indicate about others, but it is to turn the regulation towards us, the indication towards us, and see where we stand in life. Prakasham cha pravrittim cha mohameva cha pandava nadveshti sampravrittani nanivrittani kankshati udasinavadasinaha gunairyo na vichalyate gunavartanta ityeva yovatishtati nengate. Oh, 4 verses are together. Sama dukkha sukha swasthaha shama samaloštashma kanchanaha tulya priya priyo dhiraha tulya nindatma samstutihi manapamanayoστulyaha tulyo mitrari pakshayoh sarvarambha parityagi Gunatitassa uchyate. So what are the qualities of a gunatita? Very, very beautiful verses. When we chant these verses and we try to recollect them and remember them, our life will be transformed with these qualities. Prakasham cha sattva-karyam pravrittim cha rajak-karyam moham-eva cha tamak-karyam iti etani nadveshti sampravrittani samyak vishaya-bhavena udbhutani. So whether the person is engaged in prakasha, in sattva guna, prakasha means light of awareness, consciousness is there. Prakasha means light is prakasha. It is shedding its light all around. When a person is engaging in sattva guna or is experiencing sattva guna, pravritti means engaging in action, which is rajoguna. Moham is sleep or delusion or identifying with the body, actions which are done in complete identification with the body. Moha eva tamak karyam, that is the quality of tamoguna. Iti etani nadveshti sampravrittani. If he is engaging in all that, he is not hating anything. He is like accepting all the three gunas in equal measure. Samyak vishaya bhavena udbhutani. He is understanding the truth of the essence, and so he is not affected by these three gunas. He does not have any hatred for the three gunas, any of the gunas. Mama tamasaha pratyayaha jataha tena aham moodhaha. I am feeling very tamasic, I am feeling very sleepy, so I am feeling very dull. So I don't feel bad about that. Go to sleep. Enjoy that rest. That is what the person who's a gunatita is. Tatha राजसी प्रवृत्ति मम उत्पन्ना दुखात्मिका तेनाहम रजसा प्रवर्तितः प्रचलितः स्वरूपात् कष्टं मम वर्तते यह अयम मत्स्वरूप अवस्थानात् भ्रंशः तथा. Okay, so I have moved away from my swarupa, I have moved away from my consciousness, I am engaging in action. Oh my God, how much of difficulty in this, which is what we are doing all the time when we go to office. And when we complain about so many things, and I have to do this work, I have to do so much of work at home, I have to do work outside also, I have to earn money, I have to go to office, I have to take care of the family. Everything is on my shoulders, whether it is a mother or whether it is a father or brother or sister or anybody, or in the workplace, in the office or on the road. If you see a garbage collector is complaining, a taxpayer is complaining, a tax collector is complaining, an officer is complaining, a teacher is complaining, a lawyer is complaining. Everybody has got complaints about their work, which is called complaining about Rajoguna. Rajasa pravartitaha prachalitaha, my mind is disturbed. Swarupat kashtam mama vartate, I am finding it very difficult. Yaha ayam mat swarupa avasthanat bhramshaha, I have been dislodged from my calm state of being. I always like to be calm. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. People will get irritated with us when we say Om Shanti like this. And we try to quieten everybody around us. There are some people, when somebody is agitated, they'll say, go and say Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. And that person who is agitated about somebody else will leave that and turn towards this person who's telling Om Shanti. So that is what is the problem of not accepting a guna as it is. Ayam, then mam, vivekitvam apadayan, sukhecha sanjayan, badhnati ititani, dveshti, asamyak darshinattvena. So somebody is saying, everybody is not seeing clearly, only I am caught in sattva guna, only I am seeing with clarity, and because of that, wherever I go, I have problems. People are not able to understand who I am. They think I am mad because I am thinking something, I am talking something, they are all understanding something else. A person in sattva guna also has problems. A person in rajoguna also has problems. And person in tamoguna also has problems. But the gunatitaha does not have any problem with all the three gunas. Tadevam gunatitaha nadveshti sampravrittani. When he is engaging in all the three gunas also, he is not getting angry. Yatacha satvikadi purushaha satvikadi karyani atmanam prati prakashya nivrittani kankshati na tatha gunatitaha nivrittani kankshati ityartaha. So which means a gunatita does not desire to withdraw from all the gunas. He is comfortable with all the gunas. He is living with all the gunas. He is engaging with all the gunas. He is like, it is a very Zen way of living. It is a very, in Zen way, it is said you accept whatever is happening, whatever is coming, everything you accept. That is a different style of living. That is also an enlightened way of living. Yathacha, satvikadi purushaha, satvikadi karyani. A person in sattva guna, he does engages in action of sattva guna only. Atmanam prati prakasha nivrittani. He engages or disengages from other actions because he wants to be with the self. Kankshati, he desires that. But na tatha gunatitaha nivrittani kankshati ityartaha. But the gunatita, one who has transcended all the gunas, is comfortable in any way. Whichever guna is going on, he is okay with that. And so he does not have to withdraw from something and then focus on something else. He is always in that state of realization. Etadna parapratyaksham lingam kim tarhi swatma pratyakshatvat atma vishayam eva etat lakshanam nahi swatma vishayam dvesham akanksham va paraha pashyati. So this is not seen outside, it is seen within. Whether something, whether one person likes one guna or does not like one guna, other people will not know. So you cannot understand it fully through this alone. So what does Bhagavan say after that? Atha idanim gunatitaha. So how will you see it? How will it be seen to others? Only when you see the physical behavior, only when you see the mental patterns and the reactions of that person, only then we'll understand what is his true nature with relation to gunas. Atha idanim gunatitaha kim achara iti prashnasya prativachanam aha. What is the code of conduct for this gunatita? उदासीनवद् यथा उदासीनः न कस्यचित् पक्षं भजते तथा अयं गुणातीतत्व उपाय मार्गे अवस्थित आसीन आत्मविद् गुणैः यः सन्यासी न विचाल्यते विवेकदर्शनावस्थातः. Because that sannyasi, the one who has renounced all actions, renounced all desires, renounced all the sense of doership, Udasinavat yatha udasinaha. He's raising himself above the situations and circumstances. He's looking at all situations and circumstances as if somebody is watching from the top of the mountain. When you go onto a top of the mountain, like when you're on the ground, you can see only one train coming on the platform, and one you can see only the train going. And then once a train is crossed, you cannot see anything beyond that. But when you go on top of the mountain and see, you can see in a long distance one train is coming. You can see that the train is leaving this platform. You can see the train coming from some other place in another direction. And you can see that train landing here and this train leaving. And so many other things you can see where all, even if suppose they are able to see very far, they can even see how people are caught in a traffic jam and they're trying to rush and come to the railway station. All these details are visible from top. In the same way, the Gunatitaha is Udasina. He rises above, he is seated above all situations, all disturbances, and all. He chooses his own life. He is not caught in life. He chooses the way in which he wants to live. And such a person, because he has that power within himself, he is not bound by taking sides. When there are two people who are arguing, he does not take sides with one person. He does not take sides with any one person, because he doesn't need to do all that. We take sides. We take sides because we are afraid that somebody will, somebody will not like us. So he doesn't want to please anybody. He's not interested in pleasing people. Na bhajate tatha ayam gunatitatva upaya marge avasthita asina atmavid gunaihi yaha sannyasi na vichalyate. So when he is a gunatita, he does not, his mind does not shake. His mind does not tremble. Why? Viveka darshana avasthataha. He is seeing from the standpoint of Viveka. Viveka means, who am I? What is not I? He is clear about both, and he has got a wholesome understanding about what is reality and what is not the reality. Tat etat sputikaroti gunaha karyakarana vishayakara parinata anyonyasmin vartante iti yaha avatishtati chando bhanga bhayat parasmai pada prayogaha. There is a Sanskrit explanation here, grammatical explanation. We are not going to go into that. Yaha anutishthati iti va pathantaram. Na ingate, no shaking, na chalati, swarupa avastha eva bhavati ityartaha. He does not move out of his original steady nature of swarupa, consciousness. He is always present as the seer. He is always present in the understanding that he is consciousness. Kimcha, furthermore, sama dukkha sukha same dukkhe dukkha sukhe yasyasa sama dukkha sukha. Being equal in joy and sorrow. Swastaha, staying in one's own self. Sve atmani sthitaha prasannaha. The one who is staying in one's own self, who is very cheerful of mind. Prasannaha prakarshena san. That consciousness, that enthusiasm is completely present inside. The Latin word, root for the word enthusiasm is very beautiful. Entheos, God within. That is only prasanna. Such a person will be very cheerful. He'll be very vasantaval loka hitam charantaha, says Adi Shankaracharya Bhagavan in Viveka Chudamani. A guru is a person who is walking around this world like spring season. Wherever he goes, there is celebration. There is Vibhava. Vibhava means special presence. they have got. Samaloshta Ashma Kanchanaha. He views gold as well as iron with the same eyes. Iron, gold, stone, everything with the same eyes. Meaning he does not give any special value to something which is considered very valuable by society. Loshtam cha ashma cha kanchanam cha samani yasya sa samaloshta ashma kanchanaha. The person is having a sama drishti. Tulya priya priyaha. Priyam cha priyam cha priya priye. The one who is very dear and the one who is not so dear, priya priye tulye same yasya saha. He is equally considering both people in the same manner. I am tulya priya priyaha. Dhiraha, dhiman, the wise man. Tulya ninda atma samstutihi. Tulya ninda atma samstutihi. When somebody is praising us or when somebody is censuring us also, that sthita prajna is tulya. He is in a balanced state. Ninda cha atma samstutihi cha tulye ninda atma samstutihi. Yasya yatehe. The one who is a yati means the one who practices control of mind and sense organs. Sa tulya ninda atma samstutihi. Kimcha mana apamanayoho tulyaha samo nirvikaraha tulyaha mitra aripakshayoho. Whether he is being praised or whether he is being insulted, his mind isn't balanced. Nirvikaraha, there is no changing in the mind, there is no shake in the mind. It is, oh, you praised me, thank you so much, my day is made. The sun has already made everybody's day. Nobody needs to make our day. We should understand that. So that person does not say all that. And but he's not a boring person. He's got a lot of love. He's got a lot of gratitude. He's got a lot of calmness of mind. He connects well with everybody. He appreciates everybody. He's grateful for everybody. He's grateful for what is happening in his life. He's a perfect being. Mitra aripakshayoho yadyapi udasina bhavati. Whether that person is an enemy or whether that person is a friend, udasinaha. He's just beyond all this friendship and enmity and all that. Kechit swa abhiprayena tathapi para abhiprayena mitra aripakshayo. Whether that person considers somebody as an enemy or somebody is not an enemy, or somebody else considers this person as an enemy or as a friend, iva mitra aripakshayo iva bhavanti iti tulyaha mitra aripakshayoho iti aha. He is balanced in both the situations. Sarva aramba parityagi drishta arthani karmani arabhyante iti arambha. What is arambha? Beginning. Beginning of what? Beginning of actions. He is not having any desire, any sankalpa. I want to do this. I want to achieve this. I want to attain so many crores. I want to increase my bank balance. I want to do this work, that work. I want to get a good name in society. He has got no such desires. Sarva aramba parityagi. Sarvan arambhana parityaktum sheelam. He does not need to give it up, but he has got that quality with him. Anytime he wants, he chooses, he can give it up. Sheelam asya iti sarva aramba parityagi deha dharana matra nimitta vyatirekena sarva karma parityagi. What all actions he does? There is this body has to be stable, this body has to be taken care of. Only that much work he does. Parityagi ityartaha. Such a person is called a gunatitaha. He has transcended the gunas. So uchyate. Udasinavati ityadi gunatitaha. So uchyate iti etat antam uktam yavat yatra sadhyam tavat sanyasinaha anushteyam gunatitatva sadhanam mumukshoho sthiri bhutam tu swa samvedyam sat gunatitasya yatehe lakshanam bhavati iti. Because the mumukshu has to follow all this so that he can be a gunatita, the lakshana of the yatis are being said. Yati means the sannyasi, the one who is controlling the sense organs. Adhuna katham chatrin gunanati vartate iti prashnasya prativachanamaha. How does one person transcend the three gunas? For that question, the answer is given. Mam chayo vyabhicharena. The means for transcending the three gunas. How beautiful is this? Mam chayo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityaitan Brahma bhuyaya kalpate Mam cha Ishwaram Narayanam, the creator of this universe. I, says Bhagavan Shri Krishna, Sriman Narayana, Sarva Bhuta Hridaya Ashritam. Where is this Sriman Narayana? Living in all beings, meaning he is living as that very prana, the very life force in all beings. Ashritam, Yaha, Yatihi, Karmiva Avyabhicharena, Na kadachit yaha vyabhicharati bhakti yogena. Yatihi, the one who is a sannyasi, whose control senses, he may be even one who is doing actions, but his mind does not swerve kadachit at any point of time. Na vyabhicharati, it does not move here and there. From where? From bhakti yogena. He is connected with that Ishvara, with that Narayana through love. Bhakti yogena. Bhajanam bhakti. What is bhakti? Bhajanam. Bhajanam, not just singing Hari 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 Sasmarana Karo or Sada Nirantara Hari Guna Gao Gurudev ke Charana mein aao Sadgurudev ke Sharana mein aao Man mandir mein ज्योत जलाओ मन मंदिर में ज्योत जलाओ जीवन नैया पार लगाओ जीवन नैया पार लगाओ सदा निरंतर Hari Guna Gao. It is not just singing like this. Singing is also bhakti. Bhajanam is also singing. But bhakti is paying attention to Bhagavan. Remembering. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnoho Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atmanivedanam tells Prahlada the 9 forms of bhakti. What are all the different forms of bhakti? Shravanam, listening to the glories of the Lord. Kirtanam Vishnoho, singing the praises of the Lord. Smaranam, thinking about the Lord, Bhagavan. Padasevanam, worshipping the feet of the Lord. Archanam, Archanam is worshipping Bhagavan. Vandanam, saluting, prostrating towards Bhagavan. Dasyam, being a servant to Bhagavan and doing whatever Bhagavan loves us to do. Dasyam, Sakhyam, being a friend to Bhagavan, not arguing with him all the time. What does a friend do? A friend does not argue all the time. They're just listening. They want a very peaceful interaction. Live very quietly. They just ask questions, they clarify, and they help when they are called for helping. So life is very cool, being a friend. Sakhyam. Atma Nivedanam is giving up that ego, giving up that individuality, giving up the choice of I want to do this and asking that, Bhagavan, what shall I do? Shall I do this? Shall I go here? Shall I go there? Bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatitya etana yathoktana brahma bhuyaya bhavanam bhuyaha brahma bhuyaya. Brahma bhuyaya means they become bhavan, they become that existence itself. Brahma bhavanaya mokshaya. Brahma bhavanam is that existence, which is that place of Brahma, which is called moksha or liberation. Kalpate, they become fit for Brahma, they become fit for liberation. Kalpate samarthaha bhavati ityarthaha. Kuta etaditi uchyate. Kuta, where is it? I can find all this. Brahmano hi pratisthaham amritasya vyayasya cha shashvatasya cha dharmasya sukhasya ekantikasya cha brahmanaha paramatmanaha hi yasmat pratishtha aham pratitishthati asminniti pratishtha aham pratyagatma. That individual realizes that I am that Pratyagatma, the one that sees that Brahman within, the one that experiences the presence of that Brahman within, that person is I. Pratishtha aham pratitishthati asminniti pratishtha aham pratyagatma, the one who realizes the self as that Pratyagatma within. Kidrishasya Brahmanaha. What kind of the Brahman, what kind of the perception is there about Brahman? Amritasya, Avinashinaha, Avyayasya, Avikarinaha, Shashvatasya cha, Nityasya, Dharmasya, Jnana Yoga Dharma Prapyasya, Sukhasya, Anandarupasya, Ekantikasya, Avyabhicharinaha. All these are qualities of Brahman, which we can meditate upon. Amritasya, immortal, no mrita, no death. Avinashinaha, cannot be destroyed at any point of time. Avyayasya, how much ever you take from it, it will never get expended. Avikarinaha, there is no changing, there is no transformation, there is no movement in that Brahman. Shashvatasya, eternal, the Brahman is eternal. Cha, Nityasya, eternal. Dharmasya, Nityasya, Dharmasya, eternal qualities of Satchit Ananda. There is no movement, there is no change, there is no modification in the Samya Avastha of all the three gunas. Samya Avastha means in a balanced state. They are not conflicting with each other, they are not up and down, there is no movement, there is no change, there is no fighting, there is no one-upmanship there. It is all in balance. Dharmasya, Jnana Yoga Dharma Prapyasya. By the practice of Jnana Yoga or understanding the truth of knowledge and meditation, that Brahman is attained. Sukhasya, Sukha, complete joy, comfort, happiness. Ananda Rupasya, Ananda means exhilaration of the whole body. It's a whole-bodied experience of joy. Ananda Rupasya, Ekantikasya, just alone, by itself the Brahman is there. Avyabhicharinaha, there is no swerving from that path of Brahman. Amritadi Swabhavasya, Paramatmanaha, Pratyagatma, Pratishtha, Samyajnanena Paramatmataya, Nischiyate, Tat, Etat Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate, iti Uktam. So by all means, when they choose that Paramatma and they move towards that Paramatma, such a person becomes fit to attain that Brahman. Yayacha Idrisha Ishvara Shaktya Bhaktanugrahadi Prayojanaya Brahma Pratisthate Pravartate Sa Shaktihi Brahma Eva Aham Shakti Shaktimataha Ananyatvat iti Abhiprayaha. So that person, when they reach that state, they realize that yes, I am only that Brahman. There is nothing else other than me. That is the ultimate Aham Brahmasmi sthiti of the Upanishads, the Mahavakya. Athava Brahma Shabda Vachyat Vachyatvat Savikalpakam Brahma Tasya Brahmanaha Nirvikalpakaha Aham Eva Na Anyaha Pratishtha Ashayaha. Otherwise, if it is not that state, Savikalpa Brahma, I am with that thought, that Brahman which is stable, which is steady, but it is with thought. With that, being with that thought about Brahman, being in that meditative state about Brahman, that also is also Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. Such a person also can realize that truth. Kim Vishishtasya, what is the speciality of all this? Amritasya, Amarana, Dharmakasya, Avyayasya, Vyaya Rahitasya. What is the Vishishta? What is the speciality? Amritasya Vishishtaha, Amara Dharmakasya Vishishtaha, Avyayasya Vishishtaha, Vyaya Rahitasya. Amritasya means no mrita, no death. Amarana Dharmakasya, the quality of no death. Avyayasya, meaning Vyaya Rahitasya, it cannot be expended. You cannot take and it will not become less. Kimcha Shashvatasya cha Nityasya Dharmasya Jnana Nishtha Lakshanasya Sukhasya Tajjanitasya Ekantikasya Ekanta Niyatasya cha Pratishtita Aham iti Vartate. I am that Brahman which is Shashvata, eternal, which is Nitya, ever present, Dharma, which is the divine qualities of Sat, Chit and Ananda, Jnana Nishtha Lakshanasya, Jnana Nishtha, established in knowledge of the truth, of the reality, Sukhasya, joyful, happy, comfortable, blissful, Tat Janitasya Ekantikasya, the aloneness or bliss that is born out of Sukha, joy, and not because of contact of the sense organs with the sense objects. Ekantikasya, Ekanta Niyatasya, the person who is just by himself. He doesn't need any company, or he or she doesn't need any company to just sit simply. He is okay by himself. Ekanta niyatasya cha pratishtha aham iti vartate. Such a person who is in that state and says, yes, I am that Brahman, he is understood within himself. Such a person, Brahma bhuyaya kalpate, is fit for attaining that Brahman. When they drop this body, they become that alone. Brahmavid, Brahmaiva bhavati. That person becomes the Brahman itself. Transmigration, there is no rebirth, there is no suffering for that person anymore. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogo Nama Chaturdashodhyayaha. Om Tat Sat, meaning Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So, this is Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which is an Upanishad. Upanishad is something that takes you close to yourself, understanding of the knowledge of the self. Brahma Vidyayam, knowledge of that Brahman. It is also a Yoga Shastra, how to connect, how to identify with that Ishvara, how to identify with action, how to identify with divine love, how to identify with the divine knowledge. It's being taught here. And what is it? Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade. It is a conversation between Krishna and Arjuna. Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogaha. It contains the three qualities of Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. It's Vibhaga. How you understand the three qualities. Nama. That's the name of this chapter. Chaturdashaha Adhyayaha. This is the 14th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. With this, we come to a close of 14 chapters in 14 months. And we are also at the end of January. We wish you all a very, very happy 2026. I'll be traveling to Kolvan, Pune, Chinmaya, Vibhuti, and then Sandipani Sadhanalaya in Mumbai. And I will return January 5th only back to Chennai. And we are going to have the 16th chapter on Uttarayanam at the end of the month of January. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha. Sarve Santu Niramayaha. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kasyit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya. Tamasorma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Boliye Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Har Namah Parvati Pataye. Hara Hara Mahadeva. Hari Om.